Boop, boop, boo, boop, 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 boo. Boop, boop, boo, boop, boo. Hello, chat. Please return back to me again. Bum, bum, bum. I am so sorry about all that. Bum, bum, bum. Hello, hello, chat. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. So my connection just completely died just within seconds. And I'm really mad. I'm really mad. 20 minutes in. I'm gonna have to delete that video altogether. 20 minutes ago, I was streaming, and now I'm not. And now I had one viewer. No, it says 3 views. But I had one person, just one, commenting and everything. And he was nice. He was, or she, they were nice. That person was nice. And I just can't believe it, Chad. I just can't believe it. I was right in the first paragraph of the story after. Oh, for Pete's sakes. I forgot the thumbnail. I'm going to have to edit this later. Oh, well. It's fine. It's fine. I'll just... I'll edit this. I think I could still edit it as we speak. Edit it. Customization. Nope. No. Maybe details? Oh, yeah. Thumbnail. Upload. The second one. Upload. Open. Playlist. RavenWood Reads. Whoops. You know, sometimes you just have all the technical difficulties to exist all at once. Allow all comments. Save. There you go. Happy YouTube, you want to kill me. You want to assassinate me. You don't want me to read this book. You don't want me to promote him. He's a very important person. Okay? He gets the VIP badge. Okay? He does, okay? I had a few jokes. I might, you know, I can't decide whether to delete the previous episode or to continue this one. I continue this one just completely. I can't do the same jokes though. So I'm sorry. I just, once one bad thing happens, my mood is completely just. My mood is just completely gone. So, we're starting over. Okay, take it from the top, people. Yeah, I'll delete it. You could try. You could probably try and watch it before I delete it, but nah, it's gonna be gone. It's gotta go. It's going into the shadow realm. Now, I probably made jokes in the previous stream. You could definitely watch that. But I don't think it would be 1 for 1 for the jokes that I made previously when I originally made this stream. Let me check. Let me check. Maybe it says excellent. It says excellent. It says excellent. It says 0 views, 0 concurrent views, 0 chat rate, 0 life ratio, plus ratio. Weep, meep. What's the other word? Cope, sieve, and mauled. For me, just I'm sad. Oh well. Anyways, I'm gonna read the back. Oh, by the way, buy yourself a book. Go to Amazon.com. Right, type in the search bar, The Artificer, Raymond McNeil, or you can type in Amazon Amazon the Artificer RavenMcNeil.com, and then that's where you'll find the book. Pay about what, $20 ish for it. I don't know if it comes in hardback, but it comes in paperback. I got the paperback version because I'm probably stupid. I'll bend it to oblivion and then burn it. I don't know. I'm sad. I'm not going to actually burn this. That would be stupid. Unless a fire happens and then it gets burned. But I'm not going to purposely burn it. Whatever. Torn, and I'm reading the back, by the way, okay? Torn from this world with no way back, a young man must build a life in this new reality. All right. Seeking only a peaceful existence, he is taunted by spectral forces, pursued by monsters, and hunted by assassins. I try to make the butt joke. I'm just tired. I'm angry. Armed with the knowledge of our world, he sells pop figures like he's an idiot. Armed with the knowledge of our world and an occult gift for invention, he stands firm. Standing still, I realize that against this world, but for how long? Okay, sorry. He stands firm against this new world, but for how long? Dramatic. Dun dun dun. Adventure, science fantasy, pulp, and intrigue. From the world of Vault Finder. He finds a bunch of vaults. You know, he's the finder of the vaults. I know, I think I already made that joke. Kill the joke. The joke needs to die. I don't know why books do this, but they have like 2 pages extra. 2 completely blank pages. Or technically 3. Or no, 4. I'm talking about the paper itself. 2 pages. 1, 2, 3, 4. Blank. Well, that one's a semi-blank page. 3 blank pages. Made in the United States of Orlando, Florida, August 1st, 2023. That's... Oh, no, that's when it's made. Oh, sorry. Anyways. I'm thinking first printing in 2022. Title font Red Rose, designed by Magic Type. I feel like that's a Ruby reference. That's probably the only Ruby reference you'll get. Okay, cover. Oh, hold on. Okay, copyright at 2020 to Raven McNeil. All rights reserved. This book or any. I forgot to read this page. Normally, you don't read these pages. Normally, you don't read the page that's after the title page. It's so weird. You have the title, you have the cover, the title, and everything, and then you have the title page. I don't understand that. Anyways, you have the title page, and then you have the oh, who made this? What company? Blah blah blah. All right. Cover it. All right. I'll read it. I'll read it. It counts as reading, right? RavenWood Reads, right? All right. All rights reserved. This book or any portion, or any portion therefore may not be reproduced or used in any manner whatsoever without the express written permission of the publisher, except for the use of brief quotations in a book review. Edited by Caden Thaxton. Is that a new weight measurement? Sorry. I weigh a Thaxton. Sorry, Caden Thaxton. Please have mercy on my soul. Do not kill my internet. Please do not kill my internet. Caden. Do not become the internet god and kill me because I made fun of your last name. You can make fun of my last name. It's actually I don't have a last name. It's just RavenWood. Sorry. I mean, I guess technically that counts as a last name, the wood part. Roast me, whatever, comment section below. Or if you're in the chat or whatever. I had a chat, and that was good. But the connection decided die. Anyways, cover art by Ray Stursid Quill. Trinidad. No. I'm not going to make fun of that name. Because I don't have a way. I don't have a joke for Trini. I think I'm mispronouncing it more than I can't make fun of McNeil. That's a norm. That's like an everyman's last name. Almost like that's a cool last name. I'm kind of jealous. Twitter for Quill. Why is your name Quill? Well, why is your nickname Quill? That's an interesting nickname to have. Anyways, Twitter at @pinprickly, ArtStation, prickly _pin 960, the ref. Sorry, kind of past that. Vault Finder logo by Anita. Oh gosh, shit! I want to pronounce this correctly. I'm trying to pronounce Trinidad. Trinidad correctly. I can't even pronounce. I'm. What? How long have I been live? I've been roughly 15 minutes into this. And I'm already messing up names. I'm not trying to. Anita says Zerba, I think. Twitter @LadyAnimeNet. That's actually a nice Twitter name. Wow. Why didn't I think of that? First printing, 2022. The title font, Red Rose, designed by Magic Type. Okay. ISBN 970. Am I not supposed to say that out loud? Is that important? I probably don't think that's important to read out loud. I think that's just a number. Anyways, Celtic Phoenix Productions. No, Celtic Phoenix Publications. Okay, Celtic Phoenix Publications. Celtic Phoenix Publications at gmail.com. Publications. That's nice. That's a nice little thing you got there. Ha! Okay, about the author. About the author. Raymond McNeil, also known as the Celtic Phoenix, is a crazy person based out of Ohio that occasionally thinks he might be able to use a keyboard. Known mostly for making analytical, I can't pronounce, I can't pronounce last names, I can't even pronounce, now I can't pronounce just words. Okay, known for making analytical videos, critiquing a myriad of genres across media, he spends his days being bothered by his cats and trying to stave off of a crippling addiction to Pepsi. And here's his little logo. You can find his YouTube channel, KelticPhoenix.com. Just kidding. Celtic Phoenix Productions, not publications. No, it's just Celtic Phoenix. My bad. Here's the map. It's a nice map. Let me move my hand out of the way. Anyways, if you want to read the map, that's why I am not going to read the map. If you want to read the map, buy the book yourself. Buy it, you scrub. You lazy, silly boob. If you don't buy the book, and if you just decide to just listen to me to read it, then nah, sorry, you're gonna have to leave. There's the door. Just leave. No, I'm kidding. You don't have to buy the book. You can buy the digital version. I'm certain you can go into his Patreon. I don't know the link of his Patreon. Or might. It depends. Whatever. I might drop a link down in the description below once I'm done, after I'm done here or whatever. But anyways, let's start reading, and I hope someone will watch this. And it's annoying too because I had a person who was talking. Their name was Lucky. And Lucky, if you ever return, comment down below and say, "Hey, I have returned." Please return, or at least just comment in the chat or whatever. I'm sorry. Anyways, so reading. Okay, so let's see. I'm so depressed. I'm so angry at myself. I'm so mad at myself. I'm so mad that it just didn't go through. Or anything like that. It will not go through. I'm so mad that it dropped. Okay. Well, anyways. Without further ado, it says excellent. And it was so unfortunate. It was going about roughly 20 minutes long. And then it just dies. It just says, "Nah, fam, I'm not a fan of that." Data just dies. I probably need to go to like a stronger area in the house. Again, I keep saying that, but nothing. I do nothing about it. Anyways, lost and found. Oh yeah, the chapters. The chapters are called Lost and Found, number one. Number one. Number two. Earned nine. Number three. This is another name that I'm going to fumble upon and that I cannot do. What is that noise? What is this? Okay, okay. That was my mom. Oh, well. Okay, it's fine. She just wanted to share me some socks. Moms are great. They'll interrupt your streams just to show you a picture of socks. Oh, did I not read about the author? Raymond Neal, also known as the Celtic Phoenix, is a crazy person based off Ohio that occasionally thinks he might be able to use a keyboard. I do not. You're probably better at using a keyboard than I am. No, known for making analytical videos critiquing a myriad of genres across the media, he spends his days being bothered by his cats trying to stave off a crippling addiction to Pepsi. I think I've already read it. But just in case, I'll read it again on this stream. Yeah. Table of Contents, Lost and Found, Chapter 1. Let's read. I'll try to be as yum 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 yum. Oh. Just 20 more minutes. That's all he needed. The green and white cruiser shifted and morphed as it danced over the numerous icons in his inventory. This raid boss had been giving him hell, and the guild was less than useless at organizing. They'd all given up after 4 attempts, and it'd be another week before they all got together again. It's probably Raid Shadow Legends. I'm just guessing. He blamed Kai. Bastard always jumped out first. You know, I blame that one idiot too. So I used to be I'm not as much as I am now, but I used to be constantly on Fallout 76. Excuse me. But and the game's not terrible. It's just not enough content or whatever. It's just not. There's a story and it's depressing and all that stuff, but like, it's just, I just couldn't get. And recently, recently they dropped something new as well, but I haven't gotten back into it because I'm just not invested into doing it, into playing it. I really want to finish like a specific vault build that I've been working at it really hard and been trying to work on a bunch of other ideas that I wanted to do. And it's just whatever. But in that game, whenever I get into a raid boss, thankfully very rarely this happens, but I will get into a raid boss and it's only me and a few other people. And sometimes 2 of the really good people, they're like carrying us all or making sure that we stay alive as long as possible before we die and then have to respawn back into the thing. Right. Before that happens, sip tea. there's always one guy, and I'll admit, at one point I used to also be the guy that thinks that like I'm immortal. I've got the overpowered suit of armor. And it turns out that the people who are like level 300 something have like super stat skills or whatever. And then like I'll think I'm immortal because like, oh, the enemies that used to be a problem when the level 50 enemies that used to be a problem. Yeah, this is a level 100 enemy. If I continuously just it's going to be half the problem of a level 50 monster, right? And I'm like roughly 130, and so I'm like, I've got this. No, they level 100 is a lie. It's actually like a level 1,000, and it will take like a bunch of players just to kill it. You think you can do the math and you just get it done. Anyways, Kai always jumped out first, but he could do it. He'd been prepping this for days. He made more health and mana potions than he could count, and he grinded out as many enchanted weapons and pieces of armor as he could. Excuse me. In his inventory alone, and pieces of I misread that. Let me get Cliff Jumper's thing here as a bookmark. He made more health and mana potions than he could count, and he grinded on as many enchanted weapons and pieces of armor as he could. This is also something I at one point I decided to do in Fallout 76. Not necessarily the I want to say the enchanted armor, but the legendary armor. Not necessarily the legendary armor. But what I used to do is like I'll like have a near infinite amount of stim packs, or not near infinite amount. I have a lot of stim packs and a lot of purified water, and that would be the only two items that would be in my probably Raid Away and Radix, but no, not Radix, just Raid Away, purified water, stim packs. I would have a lot of those, and it just go into the new mission with a lot of stim packs and a lot of purified water, and just go with that. and just have all my OP weapons set to max. Or crafted to max, or whatever. Upgraded to max. Max skill. Max skill. Anyways, he'd been prepping for days. He'd health on the mana. Count, grind as many enchanted weapons and pieces of armor as he could. In his inventory alone were enough supplies for his entire guild. I would have enough. Yeah, it was just enough supplies for at least two people, for me and like someone else. So typically, most of the missions in Fallout 76 would have the requirement of you needing, especially a boss, enough stuff for two people, but also a buttload of just ammo, of the one ammo type. Okay, maybe two ammo types. You need the shotgun, and then you just need some sort of just weapon that just relies on one ammo type. And then maybe a sniper rifle. So you have the machine gun, sniper rifle, maybe a normal rifle, and a shotgun. I mostly use like a shotgun to kill all the enemies. It's so easy. It's just shoot shotgun, shotgun, shotgun. Maybe 2 or 3 more shotguns, shells to the face. And then to set my perks to where you're like a god or something. So yeah, I can understand this because typically I like to be on multiplayer, but if I am pushed, but if I'm put, but when push comes to shove, I will just set it to where I'm not overcumbered, but just I'll fill my inventory just enough to where I could pick up one new weapon, pick up the award, whatever, pick up the award weapon or pick up the award stuff, right? I'll set it to where I'll pick up all the awards, all the stim packs that I used during the fight, and all the purified water that I also used during the fight to survive, to live another day, right? And all the ammo, just take the ammo that I wasted, essentially. You dropped ammo, you dropped this stuff is all I need. Just take the stuff that I need and dump out the stuff that I don't need. Go to like a scrap machine, scrap the stuff that I don't need. Like, it's just scrap garbage and whatever. Scrap extra weapons. That's something, just farm and then just continue killing that one particular boss once a day. And then, yeah. I have not played Fallout 76 in a while, so it's been a while since, gosh, sipping tea. So yeah, there you have it. I can understand his pain. Unfortunately, you can't do that in Fallout. No, actually, fortunately, you cannot do it in Fortnite because they have a set inventory. You don't have to worry about it. They die. Person dies, person dies, person dies. I actually would like to play a Fortnite version of Fallout. Some maybe. I don't know. I don't like building though. I don't. Whatever. Anyways. His inventory is entire guild, which was sort of the idea, since he had the highest sharper skill among shaper skill among them. He begun so far to make low level equipment for the newer members, what few of them the guild had. It was exciting. You know what I like to do? I like to make what I like to do is I like to craft some of the best weapons, or at least in my vision, the best version of a weapon, right? Or at least what works for me. Or at least what works for most people, or whatever. I'll craft I'll craft weapons. Let's just say that. I'll craft like weapons that are like the best weapons, the best craftable. Sorry, I'll craft the best craftable weapon in the game. Go to the vault, and I'll not just craft weapons. I'll also take a bunch of stuff that I just don't need, and just wait until a person comes out of the vault, and then just dump stuff there. Just like, hey, player, listen, here, you have thing. Take thing. It's a gift. You will take it. You will like it. You would need it. And then they take it. They'll like it. They'll kill the first enemy they see. They run off and just, here, child, take gun. Oh, my nose. That's the one thing I like about Fallout 76. Is that I just like being helpful to people. If you join my team, I'm helpful. If you need something, I'll help you with something. Need a quest done? I'll get it done with you. Just if I need something, if you have something that I need, I'll simply remind you, hey, I gave you things. Do you want to give me that as well? Or can you give me some screws? Screws are important. Can you give me steel, please? And if they're willing, only if they're willing, they'll give me the things I want in return. It's a trade-off or capitalism. It's the good part of capitalism. It's where you're like, you need something, I have something. Do you have something? I'll give you something if you give me something. Something. Unfortunately, I can't give players caps, except if it's a mission. So technically, I'm giving them caps by helping them beat the level, and then everyone wins. So it's about. I know. I'm running. I'm blah blah blah. I'm talking out of turn. I need to read. But why low level equipment? That's kind of a jerk move. I try to give like players like the best equipment or best version of the equipment that they need. The best guns and whatever. I can't get. I don't think I could drop them modded weapons. It's been a while. I think I can drop them a modded weapon, but I have to like have a certain mod or whatever, or get a gun or. It's gone so far to make the low level equipment for the newer members. Again, I don't understand why you make low level equipment when you could just make okay equipment. Need level, high level. Give them the best weapon. That's taking the that's a that doesn't make sense. If you want people to help you beat a boss, you should give them the best equipment. Not the top tier. That would be ridiculous. If you've been working your butt off just to get like a T45, but like not T45, like a ultra sight armor. Ultra sight armor is kind of not. It's not now, but like when it first came out, when the game first came out, I'm just imagining just like making ultra sight weapons back then was like, yo, no, people were trying to get ultra sight left and right. Nowadays, everyone has it, and yeah. Anyways, every time I read that statement, low level equipment. What are you? Giving people low level equipment? That's like giving someone a pea shooter that shoots peas, right? Or a water gun, and like, hey kid, hey newcomer, here's a water gun. Go shoot that zombie. I'll give you a hint. It's not going to kill the zombie faster. I think. Can you kill zombies with water guns? Oh no. Oh no, I have too many questions in my head. Now I kind of want to play Fallout 76 to find out. there are water guns in Fallout, so I don't know. what few the guild had. It was so exciting to see an It was exciting to see an MMO 5 years out of date getting fresh blood, except for Kai. It was all too tempting to shortchange the guy on potions, but frustratingly, that'd be self-defeating. It just give more of an excuse to call the raid early. I don't think we can do that in Fallout 76. Where like, oh, there's a raid, just well, technically you can just leave. If there was a raid and everyone on the raid is just low leveled, except for one person that's carrying him, you can just all leave. I think there's been situations like that before. The gluey skin between his lips ripped as a breath escaped his lungs. He clicked out of the menu. Oh, gooey. Ugh. Elongated pressing the keys that he pushed. His character elongated pressing the keys that he pushed his character back towards the brewer's bench. Just 20 more minutes he could crank out about 200 more chameleon potions. Then he could sign off. Well, 190 potions. 'Cause screw Kai. How about you give Kai some good stuff? I know I'm talking to the fictional character of the fictional book, of the fictional story, of a fictional situation, of a fictional MMO. But come on. Coach him. Pretend like you're like a teacher and he's an apprentice or something. Then again, some more armadillo potions wouldn't hurt, and he had plenty of time in his inventory. Maybe 30 minutes, and then he pressed down to click the mouse. But his finger was met with air. A dry rasp of surprise sputtered from his throat more than his mouth. Looking to the mouse, he only found an empty space and his still clawed hand. Clawed. It's probably just like. It occurred to him that a moment later that his keyboard was gone too, and both his hands fell to his sides as he found himself shrub deep in a forested meadow. Touch grass, you dumb. It would have been funnier if there was a chat. A meadow? A meadow. No walls, no furniture, no computer. Grass. Grass, trees, and leaves. A meadow, not a room. Did he leave the house? Oh. Something's wrong, chat. I'm sneezing. His brow knitted tight. Thoughts pulling at the back of his mind to conjure a memory of leaving. A memory of leaving. Conjuring. Almost immediately, he became distracted, straining desperately for any memory at all. Where was he? Blinking, he shadowed his hand against the dry evening sun. Dust wafted in from a mountain that was barely visible through the tree line, weighing the air and leaving his tongue especially parched. His lips twisted almost painfully in response, and knowing he had little recourse to a lie, that it made it all the worse. Nothing familiar caught his eye, not even the bark on the trees. For all intents and purposes, this was the middle of nowhere. Dum dum bum. Okay. Huh. He went outside. How far back could he remember? The last 5, 6 days? It was just an ugly blur in his mind, a smear of images dancing across a glowing rectangle. That had happened spending too much time glued to a monitor. The headache sprouting just below his brow could attest to that. But it hadn't ever been this bad. What game had he even been playing? He'd just spent days playing the damn thing, hadn't he? It was Skyrim, wasn't it? Or Elder Scrolls. He was killed by Bethesda. He was getting too good at the game. It was one of the Elder Scrolls online, I think. Elder Scrolls is the online game, right? I don't know. I mean, yeah, it is Elder Scrolls. I tried playing one of their games, but I was just not into it. The whole sword and shield in one hand and the other, and how the mechanics worked and whatnot. I was just like, I'm just not out. The whole swinging sword. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but like I was playing it. And I just didn't like the gameplay. Or at least, like, I was early in. It's in the early levels, so like. And I made a cat character, so I was trying to be at least creative. But I eventually dropped it because like I just didn't want to play it. Anyways. He just spent days playing the damn thing, hadn't he? Why was it such a struggle to recall its name? God damn it. Why was it so hard to remember how he got here? He hadn't walked outside in like 2 weeks. Going out would be something that stood out, but the only thing coming to mind was the warm glow of coming off the screens. Where the hell was he? Penny for your thoughts, Penny Palladina. Anyway, sorry. Penny for your thoughts. He jumped at the voice. It was light, airy, and cold, like a snowflake against the skin. He turned to find a man, just a man. An odd observation, maybe, but it was hard to describe him any better than that. When every feature about him, his hair, his face, his height, shifted to something else the moment it started to actually register. Or perhaps tense. Your thoughts would be more accurate. I suppose you need to adapt the local terminology if you're to get along, the man mused, walking forward. Walking was the wrong word. The loose sticks and long brambles didn't shift or shudder as the man's feet pressed to them. A touch was unfelt by the world around them. He took a step back as the man approached, shuddering as featureless fingers flickered through the air. A cup appeared between the lips. Water languidly, yeah, crusting over the lip to the forest floor. I do recommend you take a seat and have something to drink. You've been through quite a process, and you'll need time to digest. Also, you're very dehydrated. Words failed as the proffered drink was shoved in his face, his legs collapsing and horizontal. It was a chair. He found as ornate as it was random among the refuse of the surrounding wood. Okay, I'm just making sure I'm following on the same page. Okay, let's see. Good amount of time here. The stranger slunk closer, and he felt the cup being pushed between his shivering palms. He stared over the lip into a clear liquid was darkened with death, a well that was plunged beyond the mere confines of the wood. Gazing into it only served to make him dizzy, and he had to snap his head away, exacerbating the blossoming headache. Sorry, I am sniffling today. Hold on one second. I'll be right back. Whew. All right, I'm back. Hesitant, he looked to the figure, then back to the cup. It could be poison. It could be drugs. It could be any number of things he shouldn't ever drink. But as his mouth opened to ask a single question, his throat, lips, and his tongue burned. They burned more than they ever had burned before, as though they had been coated in grease and lit ablaze until they were nothing but ash. Immediately he, ow my eye, wow. Immediately he shut his mouth, the sensation stifled, but he was having a living ghastly pain wiring his jaw shut tight. Again, he stared into the cup. Just as his vision began to swarm, he lifted it to his lips and took a very, very delicate sip. The water was cool and clean, probably some of the freshest he had ever tasted, and in seconds he found himself knocking the drink back, desperate to down the cup's contents in one swig. All he really accomplished was dousing himself in water as it began to pour across his face by the gallon. That's interesting. Wasn't it a cup? The stranger grabbed his arm and pulled it down. Careful. To drown yourself on dry land is an embarrassment. We wouldn't want your death to be a repeat performance. Sputtering and wiping his face down, he looked to the man, and his words sitting a rock in his stomach. Death? Again? Oh no! Again, sorry. Massage away the soreness rippling through his neck. The water had helped, but only he didn't even remember going to sleep. Damn it! Why weren't his memories working? He pushed and pulled for something, anything, but he just kept getting. But they just kept getting fuzzier the more he scrambled for them. He looked to the cup, to the chair, to the man, and finally managed to push out a coherent sentence. Several, in fact. What? Oh, where am I? How did I get here? How are you doing all of this? Okay, less coherent and more rambling, but they were still perfectly intelligible. Okay, I just now imagined Celtic Phoenix's voice reading that one sentence right there. Mostly, it was hard to sound eloquent with the voice of a strangled frog. Ribbit. The man leaned back in his chair, donning what could be a sympathetic look or a pitying one. Condescension? It was impossible to tell when the man kept switching faces. Well, yes, there is an extraordinary amount of unpleasantness to get through. Unfortunate as it is, you're dead. Well, hello, Kate Morning. Hello there. It's been an hour, and I've been reading the Artificer. I had made a previous stream. And it died on me 30 minutes into it, and then I had to start over. I'll delete that video though. You'll never see it. You'll never find out what happened. You'll never find out. I made a few jokes, and I barely started the story, so yeah. Yeah, I was talking to the abyss, the void, and I think the main character is talking to God. I don't know, or at least someone. I mean, I read the chapter already, but I like to read something and then reread to the chat. You got the book too? Is it a good book? I think it's a good book. I think it's a wonderful book. Well, so far, I'm enjoying the book. I only read the first chapter. I will read the second chapter for the first time on stream, but I'm not going to read all in one go, in one stream. I will try to read as much as possible tonight, or at least for the most part. I am debating about it in my head if I just read the first chapter and then pause and then read some other book or something like that. How do you like it? How do you like it so far, Ninja? Ninja? Well, why did you add? Why did you add Ninja? How do I like it so far? But yeah, it's okay. It's a nice story. It means you already answered my question while I was writing. Oh, well, you see, you see, Kate Morning. It's a good story so far. It's like every other isekai, or yeah. Let's face it, it's an isekai. Um, and I mean, yeah, it's enjoyable. If you watched my previous live streams of Ravenwood Reads, where I would read the Five Nights at Freddy's into the Pit. I was having a 50-50. Not 50-50, but it's good. The Into the Pit story is good, but there's one moment in particular that I really don't I personally do not like. But it's whatever. It's whatever. Anyways, back to what was he? He choked down his neck. He choked on the next sip of water, and coughed as some of it traveled down his windpipe. It was like swallowing fire. Dead? What? How? Sleep deprivation, among a few slew of other things, the man replied. What other few other things? Oh, okay, he's about to say it. Sleep deprivation, among a small slew of other things, the man replied. Too much time at your computer, and not enough in your bed. Did you mean? Is there? Did you admit sleep? I'm asking Celtic. Oh my god, my nose, my throat. I'm out of water. Tea. Now I'm out of tea, but I need water. Dang it. I'll be right back. Right now, let me check something real quick. Right now, Optimus Prime is your host. So is all these other characters. That they'll be your host at the moment. Actually, hold on. Let's see. And one more. Or two more. Yeah, two more. Let me put this right here. Just make sure. There you go. He's not tall enough. I'll get him something higher. Oh, actually, hold on. Just put him in his throne. There you go. Starscream would be your host. Stay hydrated? Yeah, I'm going to get some water. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Okay. I got water. How was Starscream? Was he a good host? He's probably king of the stream. Let's see. A scowl warmed into his face. Bullshit! I was just... What had he been doing? The memory problems, the raw throat, the weird forest, the weird magic, the weird man. At best, he'd been what? Kidnapped? By who? Why? Why dumped him in the middle of nowhere? Why? He suddenly felt the urge to vomit. His head fell in defeat, and his palms rose to support his temples. Dead. He was dead. The more he said it to himself, the more right it sounded. And the more right it sounded, the calmer he felt. A cold, calm, admittedly one devoid of feeling. But it was a relief compared to the panic attack he just had. Numb! He gripped at his chest, his arms and his legs, feeling for heart. Normal? Oh no! Oh. Okay. That was concerning me. That was concerning me. That was concerning me. It said no data. And then it said excellent again. That's good. All right. And now it says no concurrent viewers. Oh well. Okay, I'll reread that paragraph. Dead. He was dead. The more he said it to himself, the more right it sounded. And the more right it sounded to... The more right it sounded, the calmer he felt. The cold, the calm. A cold calm, admittedly, one devoid of feeling, but it was a relief compared to the panic attack he just had. Oh, still here? Good. Thank you. Say I'm not there. Now, I mean, you're there, but it says concurrent viewers 0. So I guess you're number 0. I don't know how that makes sense. But you're here. That's good. Now it's just 3. So thank you for everything. Hi. Stay to one side. Thank you, please. Okay, so where was I? Have you ever died, Jet? Have you ever felt this way? Just dying. Just like, oh, good, I'm still alive.